What's going on there, YouTube? Welcome back to another comic book video. Okay, so we have now reached the point where we are going to see Bane breaking the bat. Now, this is one of the biggest moments in Batman comics. Now, for some fans out there, it's most likely the biggest moment. But like I said, for some fans, for most other fans of Batman comics, it's just one of many big moments in Batman comics. But yes, this is the point where you have Bane breaking the bat. Now, when it comes to this point in Knightfall, Batman is physically and mentally drained. And really, even before we got into Knightfall, we saw Batman kind of getting to those points where he was physically and mentally drained. And the main reason why? Because Batman was not getting the proper rest that he actually needed. This was a man who was going out being Batman without making sure that he went home at night or in the daytime and trying to get some rest. And so for back-to-back days, he would go out as Batman with minimum rest taken. And so because of that, he's physically and mentally drained. And so by Knightfall came around and you had Bane say, you know what, let me go ahead and release all the inmates from Arkham Asylum. It made things even harder for Batman. Now, by this point in Knightfall, this is a man who's just trying to go home and actually try to get some rest. Except at the end of our last video, you have Batman come home and find Alfred just knocked out. And then when he looks up, he realized that Bane is in his home, because Bane was able to easily figure out that Bruce Wayne was Batman. And so now it's Bane saying, welcome home. It's now time for me to break your back. Now, before you have Batman and Bane get into their ultimate fight, which honestly is a beatdown for Batman, you have Batman ask Bane, what do you want? Like, why are you doing this all for? And Bane tells him straight up like, oh, I'm doing this all because I want to control Gotham. If I'm able to get rid of you, that means Gotham is mine. Now, you also have Bane make sure to pump himself full of venom. Now, for Batman, he knows about the drug venom because there was a story arc where Batman actually got hooked on the drug, better known as Venom. And so for Batman, he's all like, wait a second, you're taking Venom? And for Batman, he knows what that stuff can do to you. But it's Bane saying, yeah, you may know what Venom is, but that was a different Venom that you took. This is my version. And this version is completely different and helps me out in so many different ways than the one you took in the past. But either way, it's Bane saying now, okay, listen, we talked and now you know why I'm here and you know what I want. Let's go ahead and get onto the battle. And so you have Batman drop the robe and put on the Batman outfit for what he believes could be his last battle. Now, like I said, it's automatically a beatdown. You have Batman try to jump at Bane, but Bane said, son, do you know who I am? And do you know where you are at this point when it comes to your body physically and mentally? Like, there's no way you can just jump at me and believe that you'll be able to take me down, because you have Bane just beat Batman all the way down to the Bat Cave. Now, while you have the two characters fighting, really, while you have Bane beating down on Batman, Batman is constantly thinking about all the things that led up to this moment. And so at first, it's all the different moments with Meadowhead or Headhunter or the Black Mask that took place before the actual Knightfall event that did play a huge role when it came to Batman being physically and mentally drained, but also the idea the man is not getting the proper rest that he needed. And so right now for Batman, he realized that he has no energy to actually use to fight back against Bane. And so Bane is able to just throw Batman around like he's a piece of paper or just a doll. But this is the Batman who's on his own. I mean, this is the Batman who does not have Tim Drake right now because Tim Drake is at his dad's place. Dick Grayson is not there. Azrael is not there. I mean, yes, there's Alfred, but what can Alfred do? Matter of fact, when Batman came home, he found Alfred knocked out. And really, when Alfred woke up, he told Alfred, get the heck out of here, because Batman knew that Alfred can't do anything to Bane. Now, when it comes to Batman, he also realized that the nights he had the chances to actually rest, he should have rested. But the problem was Batman could not rest because he truly believed that he had to be Batman day in and day out because Gotham needed him so badly. But now it's him realizing that he should have rested, especially before Bane was able to break out all the different prisoners in Arkham Asylum. And so Batman's been burned, he's been cut, he's been punched, kicked, thrown against walls and everything. And so he is completely drained. And so it does get to the moment where you do have Bane grab Batman and just break his back. Just like that. The Batman has been broken. Now for Alfred, he does get away, and Alfred does run over to the home of the Drakes to get Tim Drake like, hey, I need your help. Like, Bruce needs your help really bad right now. You don't understand how serious things are right now at this exact moment. And so you have Tim and Alfred head back to Wayne Manor. But the problem is, it's too late. Batman's back has been officially broken. And so then you have Bane take Batman into Gotham City to show everyone what he was able to do to Batman, that he was able to break the Bat, to break their protector, to break their hero. And once he showed the people of Gotham what he has done, he then throws Batman to the ground. But here's the thing, Bane was on top of a building. So you are talking about the idea of Batman being thrown off a rooftop, falling down from a good height onto the ground very hard. So a man who just got his back broken a moment ago just went through some more serious injuries. But either way, he's now falling down onto the ground in front of the people that he tried so hard to protect. Now, luckily for Batman, Renee Montoya was there. Now, when it comes to Renee Montoya, she's one of the many officers who are really important in Batman comics, but she knows about the Batman. She knows that he works alongside with Jim Gordon and he is a good man. But unfortunately, she now sees the hero on the ground, bleeding, broken, and wondering what to do. Now, out of nowhere, you do have a couple of paramedics appear, and they say, hey, we are here to take Batman away over to a nearby hospital. Now, this is not your usual paramedics. It's just Azrael and Alfred pretending to be paramedics to get Batman back over to Wayne Manor to hopefully begin the process of saving his life. Now, for Tim Drake, he's telling Alfred they gotta go to the hospital. It's the only way to save Batman's life. But you have Alfred say, are you crazy? Like, think about it. If we take him to a hospital, they're gonna find out that Batman is Bruce Wayne, which means that Bruce will be unable to be Batman anymore. Will basically be killing off Batman in that route right there. The best way to help him, but to also make sure the idea of Batman does not die, is to go back to the Batcave. And hopefully I, myself, can save him from dying, but also save him from having to retire as a hero. Now, word does get out very quickly about the idea of Batman being defeated by Bane, that Batman has been broken, that Batman has been defeated, because we jump over to Joker and Scarecrow, and they're watching TV, and all these different news channels is talking about the idea of what happened to Batman. Now, let's not forget, when they came to Joker and Scarecrow earlier in Knightfall, they were working together when they kidnapped the mayor to use the mayor to cause chaos across Gotham City. But now the Joker is very upset about the idea that a new character, a new villain was able to come into Gotham and break the Bat on their first try. He's talking about Bane because this was the first time Bane had truly appeared in DC Comics. I mean, yes, he did appear in other books that led up to this moment, but this was his first big, huge storyline that he ever appeared in. And so for the Joker, he's kind of jealous that he was not able to break the bat. Now for Scarecrow, he's done working with the Joker. You see, when it came to Scarecrow, he wanted to continue to use the mayor to cause chaos across Gotham City. It was the Joker who decided to go after Batman, but of course they both failed. And so this is Scarecrow saying, this is all your fault. Like, we failed because of you. And for the Joker, he does not like that at all. And so you have the two characters say, you know what? Let's go our separate ways. But you do have Scarecrow try his best to take down the Joker by using his fear toxin. But the thing is, the Joker is not scared of anything. And so he is not really affected by the fear toxin, and he was able to take down Scarecrow. Now, getting back over to Alfred, Robin, and Azrael, they do make it back to the Batcave. But at this point, Batman is broken. His back is broken. His neck is broken. His leg is broken. I mean, this man is broken everywhere. Now, when it comes to Alfred, he does tell Robin that they need a certain kind of medicine that could most likely help Bruce out. After you have Robin walk away, you then have Alfred tell Azrael the honest truth. He said, listen, even if Bruce Wayne does wake up, even with the medicine, there's still a possibility that Bruce might be paralyzed for life. Now, really, the book does kind of end at a very fast pace where you do have Robin and Azrael being able to meet up with Jim Gordon. Now, once they do that, you didn't have Robin tell Jim what they need, the kind of medicine that could most likely help Bruce survive. Now, for Jim, he's always down with the idea of helping out Batman because him and Batman are very close. So to hear the idea that Batman is in some serious bad shape right now, Jim is very down to help out Robin. And so Tim tells him, I need this certain kind of medicine. And so Jim calls up Bullock and Montoya to make sure the medicine can be picked up by Robin and Azrael and taken back over to Alfred. And hopefully Alfred will be able to save Batman's life. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video, because in our next video, we're going to cover a Two-Face story that takes place in the middle of Knightfall. And so I do hope you enjoy today's comic book video.